What's up? My name is Ringo Dau. I'm a professional basketball player. I just wanted to make this video here to list off some essential items I feel like would help other hoopers who are starting their pro careers away from home. Just some things you could pack, kind of make things easier for you while being away. And I also wanted to give some tips on things I learned that I feel like would be helpful, just getting adjusted and getting used to being so far away from home. So without any other further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so firstly, I'm going to start with adapters. You want to be able to plug in your phone, your laptop, whatever the case, wherever you travel. This is the German or mostly Europe plug. This is UK, Ireland, someplace in Africa. Next, this is my main phone. This is like a backup second phone I have. So your American phone plan probably won't work overseas, or if it does, they'll just charge you a lot. So I suggest just getting a phone plan wherever you're at, or your team will give you a phone plan. I had one last year that was like $15 a month, unlimited everything, and I just put the SIM card in my backup phone, and I would just use it as a hotspot for my main phone, so I could just still text people, call people, FaceTime, whatever the case may be when I was out and about. But yeah, or you can just get a cell phone that has dual SIM capability. This phone can take two SIM cards at once, but I like having two so I could use the Wi-Fi off the hotspot on the other one. Thirdly, shout out my boy Solon for this one. You want to keep your hoop shoes. These are the PG6s, my favorite hoop shoes they're playing right now. Hey, we can talk business, Nike, PG, any other shoe companies, just get at me. But nah, the actual tip is you want to pack your hoop shoes in your carry-on when you fly, and other things you know you're going to need right when you land. Because on another experience I flew to Spain. I packed a check bag with a pair of shoes in it, and my check bag got lost. Never got it back. That was unfortunate, but thankfully I had another pair of basketball shoes in my carry-on bag, and I needed them ASAP when I landed. So just keeping a pair with you, just like an emergency. You never know if you're going to lose your luggage. I hope you don't. Happen to me, it happened, so it's realistic, just letting y'all know. And last thing, I'm going to just run through a couple other things before I go on to the life tips. I like to bring film cameras with me whenever I travel. I'm big into photography. I like capturing memories. I like the look of film pictures. Got the film right there. That I can just document my experiences and the memories I have when I go to new places. I like to walk around, see the city. So yeah, I would just say bring some of yours, like a hobby or something you're interested in. I like to read as well, so I say bring a book, bring some books you're interested in. You're gonna have a lot of free time, especially you're gonna be alone a lot of the time. So yeah, I would just say bring some stuff you're interested in. Okay, so for the life tip part of the video and just things I learned while I was playing overseas, I'd say you gotta get used to being alone, because pretty much every single day you're gonna be by yourself most of the day. Like your days I have practice or I have games, you're gonna be with your team, but you may be the only import or player who's not from that country on your team, or there may be a couple, but even at that, like, you're still miles away from everybody you know, your friends, your family. So I'd say get used to being comfortable being alone and just find things to do. A good way to do that is immerse yourself in the culture. Like I said, I like to take pictures of myself, so I would just go on walks. I would see the city, try to learn as much as I possibly could, because getting to play overseas is a dope opportunity, just because you get to play the game you love for a living, but also because you get to go to a country you might not have ever visited otherwise. So I just like to take those experiences and be blessed to be grateful that God gave me those chance to do what I wanted to do in a whole new place, new environment. And also, it's important to find ways to decompress, because there's going to be a lot of stress that you deal with playing basketball professionally. Like I said, if you're one of one player that's not from that country, or let's say you're one of three, whatever, there's going to be a lot of pressure on the players who aren't from that country to perform well, to lead the team, to be professional. So it's like you just have like that mark on you at all times. Like, how are you operating here? How are you carrying yourself? How many points did you have the last game? Is your team winning? And it's just like so many different things that go through your mind. And I like the pressure. I like to be pushed. I like the challenge of that. But at the same time, it's like it can be heavy. It can be a lot of times. So just find ways to decompress. Find ways to talk about whatever you're going through because you're so far away. Some people can just isolate and get in their own heads. So I like to FaceTime a lot. I would be FaceTiming my friends back home, my family, just catching up, joking about it. That might have been some of my favorite times overseas, honestly, just being on the phone for like hours with my homies back home. But yeah, just make sure to take advantage of the opportunity because, like I said, if when you travel somewhere, you don't, everything shouldn't be how it is where you're from. It should be different. It should be new because it's a different place. So just appreciate that, take advantage of it, learn it, and then use those experiences to grow as a person. Also teach those around you the things that you learned. But that's all for my video. Appreciate you guys for watching. You guys subscribe to my YouTube or follow my Instagram for more content related to this. And even if you don't hoop overseas, or you have a family member who does, or you like to travel yourself, there could be some interesting tidbits from this video to take away. But appreciate y'all for listening. That's a wrap.